most of the times they are in an abusive marriage. They want to speak out, but most of the times when they tell their parents, okay, I want to leave this marriage, maybe the mother or the father is a deaconess or a deacon in the church, they'll tell you, no, your room is not vacant anymore in this house.
Yeah. Gather round, ladies, let's have some fun. On La Verita TV, the conversation's just begun.
Welcome to another edition on
Ladies Hangout.
I am your host for today's show, Kende Mohammed.
Oku Mary Cynthia. I am Deborah Adekunle.
And I'm Becky Sings. I'm Joy Bello. On today's edition, we'll be talking about marital pressure, which happens to be the foundation of abusive marriage. Because a lot of ladies in our society today have been pressured into getting the wrong partner or making the wrong decision when choosing a partner. Why? Because they tend to follow or hear what the society has to say of a lady being single at a certain age. Let's quickly go for this commercial break, and when we come, our ladies in the studio will throw more light on the topic of discussion.
You got what it takes to do it. You got what it takes to do it now. You can make it, you can make it. You can make it, you can make it.
Forget what you're going through. Focus on where you're going to. Forget the numbers of times you fall. Look up and you can get up. Foes want you down. Father wants you up. Follow your dream and you gon' make it. Cause life is what you make it, my brother, and we gon' make it. My sister, you a diamond, they can never ever break you. Look up to the sky, let the most high elevate you. Flip your critics, they got
Joy, you're looking so amazing today.
Oh, thank you so much.
Your dress is beautiful. Likewise, the other ladies in the studio
Thank
today,
you.
you all are looking like queens that you are.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
So, Miss Joy, what do you understand by marital pressure?
Okay, what I understood by marital pressure? From my own understanding, marital pressure can refer to a stress, expectation, or demands experienced within a marriage or partnership. So that's my own definition.
That's an amazing one. So, going to Miss Debbie, so how do you think the society or your culture and family views marriage, especially to a lady who is yet to get married after entering a certain age?
Okay. When we talk about marriage is a very, very, let's say, how do I put it, a vital something in the society. So now, if we are to talk about how my family or my culture sees marriage, I am Yoruba by tribe, and definitely the way they see marriage, mostly they prioritize education for the ladies. They don't really rush a lady into just jumping into marriage. They make sure she's mentally okay, physically okay, and also emotionally prepared to venture into marriage. So I'll say that how my culture sees it, definitely they'll make sure that the lady is okay. Okay, that's
I
just
think
it.
based on what you just said now, if a lot of society or culture should actually emulate your kind of culture, I think everything will be better. And that will actually reduce the rate of wrong or abusive partners.
Very well.
Because by the time you keep pushing a girl, you need to get married, and she's not even educated. That's why most of the times you see a man who now get married to a lady and say as a liability because school zero. She didn't go to school, she didn't learn a skill, and at the end of the day, he keeps playing her like ball.
Yes.
And that's why most of the times this domestic violence come in.
Funny enough, when you force a child to get married, maybe early, at an early stage, without the child even having experience of the outside world, you tend to realize that okay, the child doesn't even know her rights. And again, you know that we women, we are fragile, so they can easily manipulate us. That's what I think, though.
That's a beautiful one. So my next question is going to Miss Becky. So at what age do you think a lady should think of settling down? Okay, I'm at this certain age now. Should I get married? Should I not get married? So to your own perspective, At what age do you think a lady should think
Um, well, for me, I would say 7, 8.
of?
Yes,
So why do you say that?
because there's this thing that was trending then where I stayed. Young ladies just coming up after writing their SSCEs, they jump into getting married. And you know what's the aim? They want to put on that white wedding gown that everybody is wearing. I saw a lot of them rushing into marriage, and at the end, everything is scattered. Like some of them are even going through pain and hell in that marriage. You know why? Because they are not stable to stand whatever it is, the challenges that marriage has. You get? So most of them are just caged and don't have a way of saying, ah, this is what's happening to me. You know why? Because they were having this pride that, oh my God, I had a church wedding. You get? So that church wedding is now hindering them from bringing out what they are passing through. So I feel you should calm down, make sure you are settled to go into marriage, like you're ready to withstand whatever it is that marriage has for you. Don't just go there because you want to go and get married because my mates are getting married, or because I want to put on the wedding gown. Yes.
That's a beautiful one.
Can I interpret it?
Yes.
Okay, I buy in with everything she has said so far. But the idea of 27, 28, 29, I don't think getting married should have an age, because some people time frame are maybe before 20, some middle 20, some 30. It shouldn't be a reason for you to, I want to get married. Let me just get married because I'm 27 or because I'm 30 and people expect me to get married. You should get married because you are mentally ready, psychologically ready, and you have everything it takes, just like what she said. That's all I want to say. I just feel that marriage doesn't have a certain age.
Yeah,
And you said something about someone wanting to get married before 20. But the thing is, a lady before 20, do you think should have been done with school? I mean, when I say school, I mean their institution and also getting a skill for herself.
No. I think some haven't even entered a tertiary institution. Maybe they are just graduating from primary school. I know that it's not right for a lady to just, like, you are 17 or you are 18, you just venture into marriage. But it actually works for some people. It's not good though, but it works for some people. That's why I said you won't enter marriage because you are 27 or you are 20 or lesser.
maybe the rush.
Yes, you don't have to feel the pressure at that moment. You just have to take time because everything has its own time. Some people are specifically meant to get married at that 18, and you will see them, they will prosper. Their marriage, they will even grow old with their husband. But if you get married because, see my friend, she got married at the age of 19, and me, I'm 27, you now want to enter into marriage when maybe God has destined you to get married at the age of 30. Don't you think you will come out? Or maybe you are not physically and emotionally ready to get married. You will still, the marriage is going to crash, obviously.
Alright, so
I think what
I'm
she's
coming.
trying to say.
You talked about 17, 18. Would you want to be a stay-at-home mom?
No.
So what do you think a girl 17, 18 must have achieved at that age?
No, I don't, like, you just finish from your secondary school. I'm not saying it's good. It's not actually like something that you do or I would want to do, or I even advise people that it's not good. But for the fact that it's not good doesn't mean that it won't work out for some. There are some that are destined to get married early. It's not, but that's not the reason why everybody should just jump into early marriage.
I think I understand what she's trying to say. She's trying to say age shouldn't determine maybe marriage, right?
Yes.
Someone has to be prepared. A 17-year-old, and like 18-year-old maybe might be prepared. Then you realize that a 27 or 26 might not be prepared for marriage.
Yes.
And I think based on what she said, definitely before anybody will think of maybe getting married, you should be prepared regardless of the age.
Yes.
Don't say, okay, maybe you are
Mentally.
pressured that, okay, my mate are already married, my mate already has 2 kids, this one got married at the age of 20, then now decide, okay, I'm even 26. then I should be married by now. You understand me? I think that's what she's trying to say.
I would like to shed more light on this. Okay, when I said 27, 28, 29, it mustn't be that age. Like she said, age shouldn't count. You get, but look at it. Do you know that despite the fact that age 17, 18 will get married and it will work out for them, there are still some things that they don't know about marriage. You agree with me that if you ask them questions, what really pushed them into getting married, it might be one or two things. It's either they don't have a sponsor for school, or possibly family pressure, or the culture pressure, like we said. So you get, I'm not really saying that age 27, 28, 29 is, but there are some things that normally as human, or let me say as a woman, as you're coming up, you are learning things. You're coming up, you're learning things. But around that age 27, you've gotten some ideas about life. I'm just more like suggesting that, okay, as you're coming up as a young lady, you can have it at the back of your mind that once I'm 17, I'm 27, 28, I'll settle down. I'm not really saying that should or must be the age one should settle down.
I with what you say, regards to what you say, I actually still stand to the fact that a lady should get married when she has actually achieved what she needs to achieve. And I will not be among those people that will say, okay, a girl of 17, 18 should get married. Get married, what are you going to look for there?
You can still achieve everything. You can still achieve everything.
No. I believe a girl should, the first thing you should think of is going to school or learn a skill. When you have these two things, then I think you're ready for marriage. But as long as you're not having these two things, then I think you are not ready at all. We'll quickly go on a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll be throwing more light on the issue.
Yeah. Gather round, ladies, let's have some fun. On La Verita TV, the conversation's just begun.
Welcome back. My next question is going to Miss Cynthia. So you're blushing.
Blushing for the question.
Seriously. So most of the times we have these married ladies. I know you must have come in contact with some of them. Most of the times they are in an abusive marriage. They want to speak out. But most of the times when they tell their parents, okay, I want to leave this marriage, maybe the mother or the father is a deaconess or a deacon in the church. They'll tell you, no, your room is not vacant anymore in this house, and she will have to endure. And when she says, okay, I want to get divorced, the society or the people there tends to do what? To stigma. There's this word stigma. And most people tend to fear the word stigma. Yes, she was once married.
Yeah.
She was once married. She has two
What
kids
will
there.
people
She has
say?
one kid there. What will people say? People will say, I left my husband. Not knowing what she had actually faced in the marriage. What do you have to say about this?
I think that honestly, I think that we shouldn't think about what people have to say. I think that you should put yourself first. The lady, put yourself first. If you're in a marriage and you feel that you are not treated well by your supposed husband, that maybe he hits you, he does things that he's not supposed to be doing. For him to be your husband, he's supposed to be like the number one person that cares about your well-being. He's supposed to pamper you like an egg. So when you are not getting all these things, you are just getting abused, beat, and all of that. I think you should leave the marriage quietly. Don't even care about what the next person will say about stigma or anything. What is my family going to say? What is the society going to say? And I think that the society itself is the foundation to this problem that ladies are into, because they be like, marriage is a virtue, marriage is a one life something, you shouldn't leave marriage. So ladies will now grow with this mindset that you don't have to leave marriage, even if you are facing any problems. Our parents will be like, our moms will be like, the ones that your father have been doing to me, did I leave? I did not leave. So you have to stay there. So, and they'll be like, maybe they'll be seeing some things. There are some things that society calls normal, but it's not actually normal. Things like maybe pressure to give birth, stuff that is not really making sense.
Yeah.
So but basically when you find yourself in an abusive marriage, just leave. For you to be alive, for you to save yourself, because it's somebody that is alive that is even inside marriage.
Yeah,
Like
so
if you don't have life, you won't get married. You won't even bear children.
That's true.
So and maybe the man you are married to, maybe the marriage is actually a wrong marriage, and if you should leave, you will still find a better person.
very well.
And I think our society should do well, especially our families. All these people that are in wrong marriage, I think that they need love, they need support, they need a home. You For our parents, they should always make it look like if you are suffering in your marriage, come back, you still have a room in our house. Even if it's because I know that most of the times they are not coming back to that house. They just want that mentality that their room is still available in the house.
Yes.
And from friends, I think that they need support in this. Maybe you tell them things that they want to hear. You are trying, it's not your fault. This one, when you know actually that it's not that person's fault, though, it's not you can be supporting evil. I don't know whether you get. So
That's a very beautiful one. I love that. So my next question is going to Miss Becky. Does your culture encourages women to endure abuse in marriage or relationship? Well, I don't know much about my culture because I was born and brought up in a strange land. Yeah, not really a strange land, but I tag it a strange land because it's not my land actually. But I know that from what I've heard and what I've seen, what I've witnessed, no, we are not encouraged to stay in an abusive marriage. I mean, anybody in his right senses, like any woman in her right senses, should know that abusive marriage is a no. So, whether culture supports it or is against it, just say no to abusive marriage.
I think that our culture is supposed abusive marriage, even though like they don't say it out.
Yeah.
They don't show it off. But when you are always telling a lady like even when your husband like even maybe
Endure.
yes, endurance. Maybe a lady that is in an abusive marriage will be like speaking to a fellow married woman, maybe that is much older than her, you be like you be seeking an advice from her. They will be like, what did you do to him that made him to do this? So you
Yes.
will always be afraid
Yes.
of speaking up.
The
So
woman
you-
is always
to be
blamed,
yes.
even when the man is wrong.
And cultural expectations, because you are expected to behave in a certain way, to ladies are trained to be a wife, take everything that comes their way, don't
Yes.
speak out, and treat your husband like an egg.
Chest
Every
it.
blame, yes, every blame goes to the woman. So they tend to just be in the marriage. I think that if our culture, and when we say culture, I don't think we are specifying tribes and all that. We are
Yeah.
just saying about
Culture as a
Nigeria
whole.
as
Yeah.
a whole. So I think our culture gave rise to all these things. Because if even from our mother's time, if their parents have been cutting all this, it won't get to this stage. Because even though I know that now ladies are now wisely up, they are now saying no to some certain things, which them
Yes.
our parents are now saying, these children self they cannot endure. Did they even know what I've faced in my own marriage? But that's actually right. Leave when you are hot. If our society have not give room to this kind of thing, to all this abuse, that it won't be much now.
Yes. I know you've actually attained a certain age. That will be okay. She needs to have gotten married. What's she waiting for? Still single, a beautiful lady. Are you doing shakara for men? When you reach a certain age, no man will ask you out, and maybe later you become a single mother. Have you ever been pressured into marriage?
Well, I've never been pressured, but I have a friend of mine. So, okay, let me just share this story. Is this my friend back then in university? We're in 100 level, and their parents are so poor, cannot afford to
pay her school fees. So there was this man that came for her hand in marriage, like and she was not ready. But her parents were like, "No, you have to get married to this so that we can not live the poverty, strictly life, like all this kind of thing."
Yeah.
Like, oh mom, dad, I'm not ready to settle down. At least I'm still going to school. I need to
Yes.
further my education. And the parents were like, no, but you cannot tell me that you have to get married to this man. At least has money. He can help us. He can support us. All this kind of thing. So the lady came to me. They were like, okay, so what is going on? Oh, my mom and dad is forcing me to get married, and I don't want to. So what should I do? I like, me, I don't know what to do. Just at least if you want to like stick to what your parents are telling you, they are the one paying your school fees.
Yes.
So she told me that the parents said that they are not going to pay her school fees anymore if she refused to get married to the man.
Wow. That's a
So
Yeah, it is.
she have no
You see,
choice.
our
So
culture
She got
supports
married.
this
yeah,
kind of
she
thing.
got married to the man, and later on, like after like 6 months, they started having issues.
She wasn't mentally prepared, no?
Yes.
She wasn't
Yes.
mentally
She
prepared.
started having issues before she left the marriage. But she was being abused. The husband started beating her, treating her anyhow. No, she was too small now. Like she was
The
not.
age difference
Yeah,
was
she
more.
was
Yes.
too small to go into that marriage, and she was not fully prepared. So I don't
By
know.
that time, I don't think she would have even known what she wants or
Yes,
what marriage is
exactly.
all
And
about.
do you know
Just
the
forcing
thing is,
her.
I think parents should do more than just.
Yes,
Yes.
very well.
It's not just for you to say I am mama this or I am papa this.
Mhm.
There are things you do for a child that it doesn't just end there. It tends to repair the child's future.
Very well.
Why would a man just come and meet me and say, okay, I want to get married to your 17, 18, 19 years
I'm
daughter
looking at you,
that
might
is still
be
waiting for
37.
admission and he's 37 or he's 40 something. And you know, later in life, when the girl finally gets her senses back, and she's like, I'm tired, I can't end up with this man.
How did I even
There was
start
this post I saw on Facebook that a lady said she was 20 and the man was 40 something. And she said, this man, there is no, that kind of relationship you have with your boyfriend, that the way you guys just talk all these normal insults and
Yes.
these friendly
And they will be
insults.
demanding respect
Yes,
because they are older than you.
see your big this, see
That
your big
what
that.
happened to this
Yes,
guy.
because you feel okay, since we are both dating, we are both age mates.
Yes.
But in this girl's issue, when she posted an anonymous message, she said it's 40 something, and there are times when she wants to be a normal wife and
Joking,
husband,
yes,
joking.
yes.
The next thing this man will tell her, am I your mate?
Serious?
Am I your mate?
Oh,
Can
you
you
got
get
married
married
to her.
Can you
So,
So my
basically, they are mates.
I'm
They are
telling-
equal.
But he feels, oh no, we are not mates.
He's still considering age.
Yes.
He's older than her.
You are my younger sister's mate. I'm your younger sister's
I'm your
mate.
younger- but-
Then why did you get married
Married
to
to
your
me.
younger sister's mate and you are wanting respect like my father? So I think parents needs to do more. So that takes me to my next question, Miss Debbie. Why do you think the society places more pressure on women than men?
Okay, just like we've been saying, the society. I would say they are actually the cause, major problem.
Yes.
There's this guy I was talking to. We were just having a discussion, and he was like, once a lady gets to 25, she's already old. What? Her choices in men will drop. At that age, she will just get married to any man that just
That's
comes for her hand
available.
in marriage. And I was like, what are you saying? And I said, okay, what about men? He said, no, a man, any age you can get married.
Oh, really?
So now, that is where the society comes in.
Exactly.
The society already built in that mindset to
Yeah.
both genders. That okay, a man can get married at any age, a woman cannot get married at any age. That there's a certain age a woman will get, and normally some women at 25 they are still trying to build themselves.
Yes, just starting like
Both trying to prepare physically, mentally, and emotionally. Okay, now if we are to talk about maybe a lady in university, with the way Nigerian schools always go on strike, what, you still see that something 5 years old are still schooling because of they enter school and again strike is still holding them back. And when I heard something like, okay, a lady once she gets to 25, I was like, I don't, are you for you? I don't understand. Like, so the society, what people think, the way people think these days. I'm usually surprised. By the time you hear some people talk, you'll be like, what is this person saying? You are already putting pressure on a 25-year-old lady. And funny enough, I'm 25. So when he was saying that, and I was like, he was talking to you. Let's just call your name. I was like, what is this? Like, he was trying to like bring, that kind of
that was like a stray bullet.
Yeah, trying to like build in low esteem. And me, Laila, you cannot do that to me.
Yeah.
I already built my mind that no. Because 25-year-old.
So, and with what you've said now, that's why I normally give advice to my friends. I'll tell them, you see this thing, marriage. Don't push yourself. If you come, fine. If you no come, sit down there.
Make your money.
Make the money, because the thing is,
be prepared. Make money.
That's why those my mom's sisters that will say, when are you getting married? Don't you know you're getting old? Because there's this saying in Yoruba that ilẹ̀ obìnrin kò ń pẹ́ ṣú.
I hate that proverb.
Yes, they feel a woman's world,
Education.
Let me translate it.
Yes.
Let me translate it.
Okay.
Repeat it. Ilẹ̀
obìnrin kò kí ń pẹ́ ṣú.
So what it means is darkness. What does it mean?
The world of a woman it gets dark
early.
easily, yes, and early. Yes.
But you know what I think?
Yeah.
You know what I think about this? I think most of this pressure from society and parents regarding ladies getting married, okay? They have this old time mentality.
Yeah. This ancient days.
Those days, you don't really prioritize the ladies' education
At
like
all.
the way we do now.
Yeah.
Ladies
You
don't
know,
even own account.
it's just me that just
It's just men that goes to school
Oh,
there.
exactly.
Yes.
So
Guys.
just like you said, they feel like the women are meant for the kitchen.
Yes.
Like ladies' education
and
is
you know-
in kitchen.
Exactly.
And this your word reminded me of a prominent person whom I would like to call his name.
Yeah.
When he said his wife, our only duty is in the kitchen
Can you
and
imagine?
the bedroom, the other room.
So that's what I'm saying. They have that mentality of those days, which is why they feel okay. Any lady that is above 25, like my sister said, is supposed to be in her husband's house.
Yeah.
They still feel that way now. They still feel that way.
But they should
Days
have
is not
at
like
least
that.
2 kids already by 25.
Exactly.
See, let me even tell you something. You say maybe people they already have that. Yes, they already have that mentality. The person that was even telling me this is a young guy. And I was surprised that a guy saying
You would
something
have
like
dragged
this.
him. You would have dragged him.
Okay.
Yeah. Gather round, ladies, let's have some fun. On La Verita TV, the conversation's just begun. We're laughing, sharing, and living our best lives. Sisters in shine, we're feeling alive. We're unstoppable, untamed, and free. Empowered women, that's what we're meant to be. We're lifting each other up, no room for doubt. Sisters in shine, shining bright without a single route. We're breaking barriers, shattering glass. Our voices heard, our stories told at last. We're supporting each other through thick and thin. Sisters in shine, our bond will always win. We're unstoppable.